it is hard to be confident to do something bigger than yourself, to actually say to the world, I can change the trajectory of humanity. Hello everybody, it's Monday, my dudes. That became a meme on the last vlog. Monday morning, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Just got finished exporting a video. Have a lot of things to do today. Have a podcast with Alex from Ticker Symbol U at 4:30. Uploading a bunch of videos until then. We're recording a lot of short form content until then to build out sort of our master plan thesis for marketing idea on TikTok. If we go over here, we have this board where we basically plan out the day-to-day. We are returning to LinkedIn. This is gonna be an interesting thing to do today. LinkedIn gives 9 billion impressions a month to 3 million creators. I did not know this. I researched this over the weekend and I was like, there might be an opportunity for an arbitrage of attention on LinkedIn. So we're gonna see what happens on LinkedIn. We have to record a bunch of outros. We're going to New York on this Wednesday. So busy week today. We also have a very important meeting on Wednesday with the manager of one of the most famous podcasters in the world. This meeting is gonna be in person. It's gonna be an hour long that I get to have this meeting. And I will let you guys know what happens in that meeting, but if that meeting goes well, some good things can happen. So busy week. We'll see you guys later at lunch. Okay, we just recorded about 20 TikTok short form videos right here in this set. The whole idea was me looking out to someone else. Imagine if I'm being interviewed. One day we will be getting interviewed like 10 times a day, but we're not getting interviewed yet. So we talked a lot about audio discovery, tried to get a lot more different nuanced hooks. This is gonna be part of our content strategy, distributing on multiple accounts. Yeah, that's it for now. We're gonna go eat some lunch in a second, and then we'll get back to more content. All right, guys, about to hop into a pod with Ticker Symbol U. We are interviewing the CEO of CleanSpark, a Bitcoin clean energy mining company. Should be super fun. You'll see some B-roll of that. See you later. They were gonna pay for you, right?
Yeah, but it's like the
22 users have used Audia in the past 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
This thing, I guess, so we know this guy can talk, just like Jerome. We just looked her name. We kind of get it around. All right. Pod with Alex, Ticker Symbol U, and CEO of CleanSpark. That is done. That content will be edited. It'll be up on Audio probably like 2 days. I think that's time to end Monday. I have a couple of more emails to send out. I sent out like 400 emails today to people who used the platform a year ago, inviting them back to join the platform. A bunch of them have come back. We got about 11 new users today, so kind of my goal of like 10 users per day. That's kind of the goal that I want to get. One day I will have a girl. And we're gonna keep going from there. So tomorrow will be a busy day. See you guys on Tuesday. It's Tuesday, my dudes. Just finished up a meeting with someone in the Philippines that's gonna be doing some work for us, outsourcing some stuff. Getting into a second meeting right now with a guy who runs a podcasting studio, met him from TikTok, and I'll let you guys know what he thinks about Audio. Do you see it as like an actual way for podcasters to get discovered?
It doesn't matter how much content, like right now we get discovered through short form content and micro videos on YouTube. That's how people find us.
What's in this bag?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Just got done with third meeting of the day. So I had one at 11:15, one at 12, one at 1, and then one at 3. So interview at 1 was with a VC. I don't know if they're gonna invest or not, but it was with someone who rejected me a year ago, and he was really impressed by the progress and stuff we made. We'll see if that goes anywhere, but really smart guy, great stuff. 3 p.m. meeting was with a guy who's building the TikTok of gaming. It's called allstar.gg, for anyone who wants to check it out. Gave me a lot of advice in terms of user acquisition, growth, strategy, how to think of this stuff. So that was a really good meeting as well, and he might potentially introduce us to some investors. So been pretty good all day. We prepared a thumbnail for the Thursday fun stuff you're gonna see on this vlog. We got some lunch. We finished uploading a ton of tweets and a ton of ideas and updating the homepage, all that stuff. I have to send out my article, my newsletter. We have to put out this vlog. We've already put out a bunch of Instagram posts today. We should probably update TikTok. I think we put about 5-6 TikToks already. Yeah, that's, oh, and I started LinkedIn today. So back on LinkedIn. That's pretty much it. See you guys later. All right, done for the day. Just went from Walmart, got a bunch of groceries. I'm out. Wednesday is gonna be a very long day. Excited to take you guys with us. See you tomorrow. All right, guys, we're on the bus right now. Very hectic morning. Got a lot of stuff done, a lot of emails. We're going to New York. Gonna do a lot of recording for content today. Big meeting at 9 p.m. So it's 2 p.m. So we've got 7 hours till that meeting. A lot of stuff to do till then. Busy day. See you in New York.
Wendy.
I want to get that $5 thingy. Mark really good.
Wendy's beef. Let them know what we're doing.
We're driving bikes while we're young and wild and free in New York City. New York. And we're driving right now to the World Trade Center. We'll be doing a lot. Look at that view. We're going to be doing a bunch of content there. You know, this was an idea back in October 2020. Now it's f***ing real.
Zoom in.
It was this open platform where anyone could post any video and it could get discovered. The problem is, YouTube platform creators too. There needs to be a platform, in my opinion, that does not have things. We're here in New York City, having a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's okay. We're figuring things out. I just put a tweet out there, and the tweet is, if this tweet gets 50 retweets, I will say the word startup 50,000 times live on my YouTube channel. So someone said, do you realize how long you will be streaming? Suicide mission. You know, how bad do you want it? That's the question. How bad do you want it? 2 weeks into marketing, I want it bad. We're gonna try some new shit. We're gonna see how it works. All right, back to recording trading with Audio. The algorithms of this platform are constantly being able to grow. On audio, that doesn't exist. All right, we just recorded a lot of content in a very unique place on top of something, which was very cool. We got a lot of views in the World Trade Center. Continuing to record a lot of different stuff in a lot of different places. We have 2 hours till a very big, 3 hours till a very big meeting. So game planning that meeting in my head right now. This is a beautiful view. If you look at it, it's just absolutely amazing. The fact that we get the opportunity to do this stuff, and it's pretty cool. Our thing just got 50 retweets. A bunch of people in the comments, you know, saying whatever they're gonna say. First of all, if you don't have the balls to do anything big, shut the f up and stop complaining. If you do have the balls to do something like, say, start up 50,000 times, then you probably got some big old balls. Get more creators discovered. Why? Because I believe that before people die, they want to feel like their life mattered and always feel like their life matters. All right, we are in the studio 265 Canal Street. This is what WTF Media Studios' biggest podcasting studio in New York City, in my opinion. We're meeting with Andrew Scholl's head videographer. Look, I don't know if this deal is gonna get done, but if it does get done, then there is a world in which Andrew may have a business relationship with the product. Again, good chance it doesn't happen, but that's why you take these meetings. How did I get this meeting? I figured out how to get this meeting. And it's gonna be exciting, a little nervous, but I'm very excited to pitch the product idea. This is something that, Tristan will play like a small 30-second clip in this vlog where Andrew is dying for what Audia is. I mean, he was talking about this in 2021.
It's hard to discover a podcast on these audio platforms.
Is it?
I don't think that at all.
I disagree.
How do you find Brilliant Idiots?
No. Discover a new podcast. For example, like there are people who will discover Brilliant Idiots from a clip talking about a subject that's near and dear to them, but they might have no clue who the fuck we are. But what I think is having that video component is just the best advertising for your podcast, because there is this YouTube algorithm that's gonna push things in your face. There's no algorithm for audio yet. You're never scrolling just a random podcast feed on your like a podcast app and they go, I'll try these people.
Well, no,
know.
On Apple it is. On Apple, it like I don't know
it's just
how
not
it's
a
That's what I was
behavior
thinking about.
because it's so long. Like a 2-hour podcast is too much to digest for the first time, not knowing who the hosts are. But 5 minutes on a clip about a content that you really
I
enjoy.
agree with that, but Apple will recommend to you podcasts based
That
off
are
what
similar.
you've listened
Yep.
before. Yeah.
That's
But
what I
it's
was
such a
gonna say.
big barrier of entry.
It
2
is,
hours, you know.
But it's
So we built it. I think he would be a fan of the product. I need to get through the person I'm meeting right now who's intimately close with Andrew to be able to get him to set up another meeting. And if that happens, then maybe there's a shot going forward. Might not happen, but if it does happen, it would be big news. So that's why we're in New York City. We're trying to get things done and we'll see what happens. See you later.
It's a no-brainer, and also social, having the clips go viral. I agree there.
Update. What the f did you just do? Give me an update.
We just had a meeting with Alex Media. He is the
Why are you running?
He said he wants to set up a meeting with Andrew. So we're gonna have that meeting soon, hopefully. And we'll heads down, keep running. We'll see what we can do. Thank you for watching Wednesday's vlog.
Welcome to Thursday. I will be saying the word startup a lot today. We are about to launch our, I don't know if you call this marketing or just pure stupidity strategy today. I tweeted if I get 50 retweets on this tweet, I'll say the word startup 50,000 times. 50,000 times. I don't even know if I've comprehended how big of a number that is. That's what I'm doing today. We're finishing up some work at around probably 12:15. We're gonna go live on our second YouTube channel. You're probably watching this one on the Amit is building. And we're doing this. Now, why are we doing this? Let me explain really quickly. We have to be different in order to get people to care about us. We have a startup in the consumer world. We're competing with the biggest technology companies in the world. They have billions of dollars of advertising dollars. We have two guys and a dream. So you gotta be different. You gotta do things that are different. You have to experiment. Maybe this fails, maybe it doesn't. You've got to try different things. This is coming off the backs of yesterday, Wednesday, where we ended a meeting in New York that went decent. And you got to just try. You got to experiment. You got to see what happens, and we'll see where that goes. But today we're doing something else. The grind cannot stop. Wednesday was decent. Thursday, let's try to make it even better. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. You will see me in the next couple minutes saying startup a lot. All right, are we ready? We're doing this. Here we go. It's time. Good. Begin. Startup, 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 startup. Startup, 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 startup. I wonder when my ex-girlfriend's gonna be doing this. Startup, 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 startup. Guess what? I don't care what anyone thinks. Startup, 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 startup. The guys who built Airbnb when they didn't have money, they sold Obama O's for cereal for $10 to try to get some funding to get things done. You do the things you have to do, even if it's crazy, just to have a chance. Startup, 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 startup. Startup, 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 startup. I did not do this for attention. I did this for myself. I did this no matter how silly it is to prove to myself that I could do this, and that one day when I need to convince someone of something really important, I can tell them that this motherfucker is willing to do anything, no matter how many people saw it. This was not for attention. 26 people is not for the YouTube algorithm. Maybe picks it up, maybe it doesn't. This was for me, first and foremost. If there were 0 people here, this was for me. And I appreciate everyone who stayed in these 6.5 hours. I don't even mean to get super emotional, but this was for me. And everyone who was here, I know you were supporting me more than even Audia, because you believe in a guy who thinks he can do something bigger than himself. And in a world in which there's 8 billion people and most people don't have the confidence to do something bigger than themselves, not even because it's their fault, but because society just fucking knocks you down because life is really hard and you barely have any time to be alive and you got to deal with all the stress and anxiety of being alive. It is hard to be confident to do something bigger than yourself, to actually say to the world, I can change the trajectory of humanity. And so I did this to prove to myself that no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is, I can do it. Because in October 2020, when I had that small little ass idea, I told myself it might be able to become something big. And today it has $291,740 of support behind that idea, because that idea got some people in the world to think that it could become big. That's why I did this. Startup. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. The monologue in the end kind of explains it. I'm not going to talk because I can't talk anymore, but see you tomorrow. After saying startup 50,000 times, gotta eat 50,000
Calories,
basically. All right, everybody. Friday, the day after I said the word startup 50,000 times. Woke up this morning and it's a little hard to talk, so we got through that. Pretty chill Friday, nothing too crazy as we end out the week. Sent out a bunch of emails. I had a meeting with someone who I met through TikTok today who's also building a startup, and got to exchange a bunch of ideas, things like that. The main point, I think, of this week was trying a lot of different things and seeing what works. We went to New York, we built a lot of content, and today me and Tristan regrouped and figured out how can we optimize a lot of the content that we created for our distribution, which really starts in September. So we went through that, game planned that. Next week is going to be a lot more of that. Big day was on Wednesday, meeting with Andrew Scholl's videographer. Hopefully that leads to a meeting with Andrew Scholl's, and that's sort of the goal of what that meeting was for. And if we get that, then we have some opportunities to potentially lead to more different things coming to the platform. So overall, good week so far. I mean, some stats: gained about 169 users so far in the month, 83,000 impressions in the month, about 500 hours of listening in the month, 2,683 searches in the month, and we're 19 days in, so we've got 11 days left. So overall, decent end to the week. Got a lot of stuff to do on the weekend. Next week, coming back again, trying to hit it even stronger and harder. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and we'll see you in the next one.